Alright guys, so we are currently here in Bangkok and I thought I might just do a very quick review on the vivo V25 Pro that has just been launched in Malaysia for RM2499. First things first, we're going to take a look at a bit about the design. The design wise, it does remind me of the Vivo X60 or 70 series from last year's flagship, and I think it's a great looking device. It feels very smooth to touch. It's also very slim here, as you can see, super slim to hold. And overall, it just gives a very premium look as well as feel. So I love the design about the vivo V25 Pro. There's a color changing feature at the back of this panel too, but me personally, I prefer the one that is black because that looks really nice. If we flip the device to the front, this is where we do get a very nice display. Now we do have an AMOLED display here, but the key thing about this display is that it is a curved display on both sides so that the bezels on the sides are kept to be very slim. Personally, after using it for a couple of days, almost a week, I think that the curved sides is a little bit too curved for my liking, and I do experience a couple of accidental touches on the sides, but I know a lot of people who actually like and appreciate this kind of so-called almost bezel-less look on the display, so that's definitely interesting there. The good news here is that we do have 120Hz for this display. That means navigating on the display itself is going to be great, and most of the time I'm outdoors like here in Bangkok and I've always never had any issues with visibility on the display, so that is also awesome there. Now, more importantly, we're going to talk a bit about those cameras at the back because that's actually one of the main highlights of the V25 Pro. Just in terms of megapixel count, we do have a 64 megapixel main sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide, and a 2 megapixel macro lens. Now you might be wondering, Vivo is saying that this device is actually great at taking portrait photography, but we do not have a portrait lens on board. So how does it really do it? Well, after using the V25 Pro for quite a bit now, I noticed that the camera itself was able to take very good portraits because it is able to use AI to actually get those very nice portraits. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of samples here. Overall, I'm just very impressed with the kind of portraits that we can get on the V25 Pro. Apart from that, it also supports this super night photography. So photographs taking at night, especially in this beautiful city of Bangkok here, looks simply stunning. Overall, I did notice a little bit of noise and over-sharpening in terms of the night images, but I think for a device at this price point, the pictures coming out of this device is definitely great. It also comes with OIS, that means it has optical image stabilization. So if you're taking videos and all that, it will be more stable on the V25 Pro. Moving on, we're going to talk a little bit about what is actually powering this device, and that is the Dimensity 1300. Now, just in terms of performance, it is similar to something like the Snapdragon 870, so you can definitely expect a lot of good performance coming from this device here. Now, another very interesting point about the Vivo V25 Pro here is that it comes with 12GB of RAM as standard, and that is a lot. You can even extend it by an additional 8GB, so you get a total of 20GB of RAM here with this V25 Pro. In terms of storage, we do get 256GB of storage, so it's definitely enough to store a lot of your photos as well as your games. Yes, I know it's a little bit loud right here, a bit noisy at the back, but it's more fun because we're having this street review. Last but not least, let's talk a bit about the battery life. Now we have a very slim device here, but we still have a battery capacity of over 4800 mAh. And it does support 66-watt fast charge, which does 0 to 71% in just half an hour. So it's a very fast charging device here, the V25 Pro. Overall, for the price of RM2499, what do you think of this device? Do you think it's worth the money? Me personally, I love the fact that we are seeing a lot of X flagship specifications and features being trickled down to the upper mid-range devices, and I'm happy to see that on the V25 Pro. It's definitely a step in the right direction for Vivo. With that said, thank you for watching this very quick street review of the Vivo V25 Pro. If you want to find out more information about this device, of course, if you are in Malaysia, you can check out the links down below. I'll put in more information in the description box for you guys. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to drop a like, sub to the channel, and I hope to see all of you guys in the next one. Stay safe, everybody. It's time to go shopping. Bye!